What up? What up? What up? We are live, my friends. Bitcoin just started a new day. It is Wednesday for Bitcoin, Tuesday for all of us plebs here in regular land. But for Bitcoin, a new day just started 5 days ago. Let's take a look at the charts, my friends, and see what is going on. All right. So this is the 3-hour chart, my favorite chart. My favorite chart for just getting a granular view of what's going on. So as you can see here, we have a little bit of an uptick over the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 times 3 is 33. So over the past 33 hours, we've been up, going up. This purple area right here is a fair value gap. Now, normally, if you're in a sustained downtrend and you retrace to a fair value gap like we have here, usually you can count on some red candles. Now, the way you trade this, and this is not financial advice, purely educational. The way you trade this is you wait and see if it can hold above this. So, see, we got the purple line top or bottom purple line top and the middle line. The middle line happens to also be the weekly low of last week. So if we cannot hold above this weekly low right here, my friends, this is the trade setup. If it can't hold below here and it starts going this way, then you enter a short position. You put your stop loss tight right here above, like right here somewhere. Okay. Because if it reverses sharply, you want to be taken out quick. But if it continues lower, it could go to here. It could go retest here, or we could retest any of these support levels as well. So this is looking bullish. So we're on the 3-hour chart, and this candle just opened. So this candle will go up and down for 3 hours. At the end of 3 hours, it will print. A new candle will open. And I don't know what's going to happen. So we have to wait for this candle to print. If this candle prints and closes like this, then you just have to wait. And if the next candle opens and closes red below this middle line, then would be the most appropriate time to enter a short position. That would be what's called confirmation. Here, you're just you don't know yet because this candle is still printing. So within the next 3 hours, this candle could turn green and go boom. So that's why you have to wait and see what happens. And that is a lot of trading, is patience and waiting. You don't just get in willy-nilly. That's not how it works. But that is how it works for the uneducated and the uninformed. They treat trading like gambling. They just think they know enough to enter a trade that might win them some money. That's how they treat it. They don't treat it like a business. They don't treat it like, okay, I'm going to go out and learn this stuff so that I know how it actually works. I've put in hours and hours and hours and hours of learning this stuff. So if you want to learn it at a higher level, come check me out Thursday nights here on my YouTube channel, 5 p.m. Eastern. I go live. I do a masterclass in money, mindset, and how to set up decentralized systems to decentralize your life. So if this stuff interests you, give me a like, share, and a follow. Tell your friends to come check me out. I give away a ton of free stuff here, ton of value. I just want to help people understand how this works and how you can increase the money, grow your money, if you will, to higher amounts. So I don't use trading for income. I just trade to increase my active income. So I own businesses, I own real estate. I'm an avid marketer online. That's probably how you're seeing this video. I paid to put this video in front of you because I want people to know about Bitcoin and decentralization and how you can use it to decentralize your life in all areas, financially, spiritually, mentally. You have got to free your mind and free your money so that you can free your soul. So that your soul doesn't have to worry about, is the system going to deactivate my bank account? Are they going to freeze my funds for something I said wrong or did wrong? That's why you have to move your money out of traditional finance and into decentralized finance, where nobody can tell you what you can or can't do with your money. It is muy importante, my peoples. So learn this stuff. All right, let's check out the daily. Oh, looks like we're having a little bit of a move to the down here. Having a little bit of price action. Okay. See, now this is where people who don't understand the markets and how they work, they will see this pumping to the downside. So they'll enter a short position before this candle prints. Then it flips and goes green and they get taken out. So you have to wait for confirmation, my friends. You got to wait. Just wait. Be patient. So we could go even lower and see what's happening on the 15-minute. So big dump here. Started to climb out, and now we're just stuck in this fair value gap here. And until we get out of this fair value gap and we decide, okay, are we gonna claim support on the top of this fair value gap here, or are we gonna claim resistance and retest this resistance here? And the only way, so a lot of people, what they would do is they think, oh, we're not going to get through this resistance level here. As you can see, we're just banging our heads against it. Can't seem to decide. And then a big candle to the downside. Okay. This is going to induce a bunch of short positions. People see a big red candle. They're like, oh, this is it. We're going lower. But we have not broken below here and retested. And we are, see this blue line right here? This is the VWAP, volume weighted average price. and what the volume weighted average price is, what that means is if you're above it, you're buying Bitcoin at a premium to the institutions. But it also means that we have flipped it to support. So as long as as long as price holds above this blue line, then we're going to continue higher. What I think is going to happen, probably, I think we're going to retest this line. I think, I don't think we're going to come and test this blue line because we kind of already did right here and it held. So if price doesn't hold here and it closes outside of this range, then it might be a good short option. And if you want to know where it's going to bounce next, then you would go like this. Whoops. This is how you use the just had a mind blank. The Fibonacci sequence. Okay, you go like this, wick to wick. All right. So if we don't hold this line here, then we're going to go to here. If we can't hold here, then we're going to go to here. If we can't hold here, we're going to go to here. If we can't hold here, we're going to go to here. Back to the bottom where we could have a triple bottom. Or it just, and if it doesn't hold here, then it's going lower and it's probably going to be more of a larger dump like this. Okay. So you got to wait and see what's going to happen. Is it going to break out of this fair value gap and continue higher? Or are we going to retest the golden zone? What do you guys think? It likes that golden zone. It really likes that golden zone. Price just loves to return to that golden zone. You would know this if you've watched any of my other videos. And again, I don't cover everything in all of my videos, but I cover a lot. And if you want a more in-depth outlook on Bitcoin and the markets, go to my website, cjpeart.com, and subscribe to my weekly market pulse report. It is a weekly report that covers the on-chain data analysis of Bitcoin and the Bitcoin perpetual futures market. And really all that means is that the data we have for trading Bitcoin is superior to any data you can get in traditional finance. And the reason for that is because everything is open source. So because everything is open source, builders and creators can go and build tools around this technology. One of those tools is you can see what the open interest is. So you can see how many open short positions are and how many open long positions there are and what the funding rate is. Is the funding rate negative or is the funding rate positive? Again, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, I have a ton of free guides on my website as well, cjpeart.com. I charge hundreds of dollars for the guides. So you can go get them for free on my website, or you can buy them through Instagram and Facebook. I advertise them all day, every day. But if you watch me here and you just go to my website, you can get them for free. Also, I recommend that you download ChatGPT. And if I say anything that you don't understand, ask ChatGPT. Talk to ChatGPT like you would talk to a person. Just ask it a question. How do you do this? How do you do that? What does this mean? What does that mean? It's the smartest person on planet Earth right now. It has an IQ of like 160 or 170. It is smarter than any human. So if you think AI is some conspiracy or whatever, get over that mindset. You got to change that thinking. We don't think like that here, do we? No, we do not. We think sovereign here. We think about systems and implementing systems to generate cash flow. That's what we do here on this channel. It's not just trading. You will never be successful at trading if you don't have the right mindset. You will just give your money to the markets, and the markets will gladly take it from you. You got to master your mind before you can master your money. We teach that here too. Go check out my website, cjpeart.com. It's way more than trading. So let's get back to the charts here. Okay. What do we got here? All right. So we drew a Fibonacci on here, wick to wick. If this breaks out, then we're going to probably return here. We're going to go down, down, down until we find support and start to go back up, up, up. Okay. So you just have to watch and wait. And it's a lot easier to watch and wait on the higher time frames than the lower time frames. So if you go, let's go to the daily. Okay. I love the daily as well. So what I will do usually, how I start my week is I will start my week on the weekly. That makes sense, right? Obviously. Check the weekly to see what's going down on the weekly before the week starts. And on a new month, you check what's happening before a new month starts. So a new month started last month. I checked the monthly, marked out this purple line is last month's low. This purple line is last month's high. This purple line is the middle of last month. These green lines here are from the daily. So I use purple on the monthly, green on the daily, and red on the weekly. So I marked out the high or the low of last week, the high of last week. I didn't mark the middle of last week because the daily kind of is just floating in between that, right? So let's go to the daily and mark our daily out. I haven't done that yet, so let's do that. Okay. And so as you can see, I'm adjusting my screen here. To do that, you go over and you use your mouse up and down, and it'll adjust it up and down like this. Just scroll your mouse wheel. And then same thing in here. If you scroll your mouse wheel, it goes closer or further away. Okay, so let's scroll in here to the daily. All right, so this was yesterday. Let's get rid of that. Delete. Yesterday, delete. Okay, this green line is this. This is support because you mark support and resistance at equal highs and equal lows. As you can see right here, this is an equal high and an equal low. You got an equal, or it opened and closed at the same spot. That's why you can, it looks like it, or I mean, it's flush right here. Same thing right here, equal high, equal low. So this is support. Price came down to it and bounced off it and reversed course. That means this is strong support right here. because of how price reacted at that level. Okay. Now we rated last week's low. That's what this red line is. And we're trying to hold above it. If price does not hold above this red line right here, we're going lower. That's all there is to it. You just got to wait and watch price and wait for price to react to certain levels. That's it. Now, if we go and we check liquidity heat map, it's another helpful tool. Let's see, why can't I? Oh, here we go. Oh, it doesn't look like I have. Oh, yeah, I do. Hold, please. Sorry. The beauty of live streaming, you get the raw, uncut stuff. Alrighty. So okay, so this is the liquidity heat map. And the way that this works is doesn't look like it's working. Of course. Maybe we'll try model 1. Oh, there we go. That one's working. All right. So as you can see here, we are on the so you can select the 12-hour. Okay. Now the 12-hour heat map resembles the 1-minute chart. So if you were to go look at a 1-minute chart right now, this is what you would see. These are the candles that you would see. This yellow is indicative of a lot of liquidity. If it's yellow or bright yellow, there is a ton of liquidity at that level. So 86,000, there's some liquidity. Now, why do we care about liquidity? Well, because liquidity is where price will go to, always. The markets seek balance and efficiency. And the way that it does that is by moving the price towards liquidity and away from liquidity to induce people to buy and sell. That's how the markets work. It's all about liquidity. Okay, so the 24-hour chart here is representative of the 5-minute chart. So if you were to go to the 5-minute chart, this is what you would see. And same thing, we got price at, or liquidity at 86,000. And we're just going kind of, and as you can see, price is just going sideways. But that's on the 5-minute chart. So let's go check the 15-minute chart. That's the 48-hour here. Oh, look at that. Look at all that liquidity it just took out. So normally, some people, how they like to trade is they will wait for price to react at these levels. So normally, when liquidity is taken out, price reverses. As you can see, price took out this liquidity, sharply reversed. But then it went back and got more liquidity, sharply reversed. and now it's just trading sideways. And the reason why it's trading sideways is because what is at what is at these liquidity levels? These liquidity levels are buy and sell orders. So all these buy and sell orders are getting worked out. And once they get worked out, if there's more buy orders than sell orders, we go higher. If there's more sell orders than buy orders, then we go lower. That's just it. That's just how it works. And you just have to wait for price to react and enter your contracts accordingly. All right, so that is the liquidity heat map. You can also check open interest, which I discussed a little earlier. Open interest is open futures interest for Bitcoin is yellow, green is Ethereum. So it looks like this is starting to rise, which means there's interest. And you can check the funding rate. Where's the funding rate? Here we go. There's the funding rate page. Again, this is like cheating because you can literally see data on a screen of what's happening in the Bitcoin futures perpetual markets. And then you use that to your advantage and place your trades accordingly with proper risk management in place and with the proper account size and the proper contract size. You can just buy and sell contracts all day long. When the price goes up, you sell. When the price goes down, you buy. Buy low, sell high, right? What do most people do? When the price is going up, they buy. And when the price is going down, they sell. It's just how it works. People they overcomplicate it when it's really simple. You buy, you scale into contracts as the price is going down, and you scale out of your contracts as the price is going up. It's simple as that, my friends. Simple as that. And I know I make it sound easier than it is, but truly, once you get it, that you can't unget it. Just like what's that saying? Once you see something, you can't unsee it. Same thing with trading. Once you understand it and once you learn how to do it, it's just a new skill that you've acquired and that you can implement in your life. And the best way I have found to implement trading is by trading Bitcoin for more Bitcoin. Let that sink in. What's he talking about? Trading Bitcoin for more Bitcoin? Huh? Is by far and away the best strategy for acquiring the hardest asset known to man. If you want to learn how to do it, come check me out Thursday nights, baby. Thursday night, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, here on my YouTube channel at CJ Peart. Follow me on all my socials, also at CJ Peart or Teton Digital Assets. So come check me out. You won't regret it. You'll learn something new, I promise. And also, I stay on until the end, so you can ask me anything. And again, if you're into this stuff and you want to learn more, I got free guides at my website, cjpeart.com. And you can also subscribe to my weekly market pulse report on my website. Just hit that green subscribe button, enter your email address, and I will send you the Bitcoin market pulse report every week on Monday. And it goes over the open source code and the open source analytics. It's called Bitcoin on-chain analysis. So get that sent to you every week. It gives you an insight into what the Bitcoin market is doing based off of on-chain data. And then again, you just wait for price to react to certain price levels and respond accordingly. So come learn how to decentralize your life, learn how to be a sovereign warrior. Thursday nights, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, here on my YouTube channel. Until next time, my friends, be kind to each other. I love you. Peace, love, and prosperity. Peace.